Good morning, everyone. Everyone, please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll call this meeting to order. Entertain a motion for the reading and approval of the minutes of last meeting.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Opportunity for the public to address the board, agenda items only. No one? Okay, thank you. Resolution 230030.
Approving the current payables, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County hereby approve the following payables. Lackawanna County's general fund numbers 351-451-352-292, inclusive, totaling $5,344,793.98. The county's electronic fund transfers, including all payroll accounts, totaling $10,884,793.92. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman.
I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Resolution 230014.
This is entering into an amendment of a lease agreement. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby enter into an amendment to a lease agreement between South Abington Township and the County of Lackawanna for the premises located at 104 Shady Lane Road, Chinchilla, for the use as a district magistrate office. Term of the lease to be extended and to commence on January 1st, 2023, and expire on December 31st, 2027. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here are the solicitors to speak upon this.
Thank you, Chief Jeffers. As indicated, this is a 5-year lease for the District Magistrate Office up in South Abington Township, set to commence January 1st of 23 and concluding on December 31st of 27. This calls for a moderate increase in the current lease amount. Presently, the first year of the 5-year lease will remain at the base rate of $1,603.53, so there's no increase there. There's a $200 increase in year 2, and then incrementally $50 increases in years 3, 4, and 5.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Resolution 230015.
This is the awarding of the Housing Authority's Wi-Fi project. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County does hereby award the following Community Development Block Grant CV construction contract for the Housing Authority of the County of Lackawanna's Wi-Fi project. General construction, Icon Technologies Incorporated, 16 Salem Avenue, Carbondale, PA, 18407, with a total bid of $620,445.20. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Director of Economic Development, Ms. Brenda Sacco.
How are you?
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, everyone. This resolution states the county is approving a general construction contract with Icon Technologies for $620,445.20. The purpose of this project is to provide an outdoor access point for Wi-Fi to the residents of 12 Lackawanna County housing authorities. These are standard requirement agreements of the CDBG program.
Okay, thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome.
I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Resolution 230016.
Entering into a cooperation agreement with the Borough of Troop. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of the County of Lackawanna is hereby authorized to enter into a cooperation agreement with the Borough of Troop. And be it further resolved, the Board of Commissioners of the County of Lackawanna do hereby award the following Community Development Block Grant construction contract for the following. The Troop Borough Memorial Drive Drainage Repairs Project. General construction is Pioneer Construction Incorporated, 3298 Lake Ariel Highway, Honesdale, Pennsylvania, 18431, the lowest, most responsible and qualified bidder for $287,415. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, once again, here's Director Sacco.
Good morning again. This resolution states that the county is entering into a cooperation agreement with the Borough of Troop and a contractor agreement with Pioneer Construction, again, who were the lowest, most responsible bidder, for the Troop Memorial Drive Drainage Repairs Project in the amount of $287,415. Again, this is another required agreement for our CDBG program.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution 230017.
Ratifying the filing of the rehabilitation of a high-hazard potential dam grant program, whereas Lackawanna County has submitted a grant application to the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency in conjunction with the Federal Emergency Management Agency to obtain funding for the rehabilitation of the high-hazard potential dam grant program to support the rehabilitation of the Lackawanna County Dam Number 5. Now therefore be it resolved, the Lackawanna County Board of Commissioners hereby ratifies and authorizes the Chief of Staff of Lackawanna County to designate Brenda Sacco, Director, to function as a designated agent and to sign and authorize all documents and accept any awards related to this rehabilitation of high-hazard potential dam grant program. And that the Lackawanna County Board of Commissioners does hereby ratify and authorize the submission of this official designation of agent form to the rehabilitation of high-hazard potential dam grant program on behalf of Lackawanna County. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here is once again Director Sacco.
Sacco?
Yes, so this resolution states the county's designating an agent to sign and authorize documents related to the High Hazard Potential Dam Grant Program, in which the county was awarded $361,000 in design funds for our Dam Number 5. This is just a required document of the program. Any
Thank you.
questions?
I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. And Resolution 230018.
Entering into an agreement with Educational Data Systems. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County, acting as a fiscal agent on behalf of the County Workforce Development Board, does hereby enter into a purchase of additional services agreement of $70,000 in statewide activities funding to Educational Data Systems Incorporated, to be used specifically for service provision to individuals meeting eligibility requirements for adult and dislocated workers. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here is Director Sacco.
This resolution states the county, on behalf of the Workforce Development Board, is entering into a purchase agreement of additional services with EDSI, who is already one of our providers, in the amount of $70,000. This has already been approved by the Workforce Development Board as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thanks. And finally, Ms. Sacco,
Last
Resolution 230019.
Entering into a cooperation agreement with the CDBG Program Administration, be it resolved, the County of Lackawanna is hereby authorized to enter into a cooperation agreement with the following municipalities: Archbold, Blakely, Clark Summit, Dixon City, Dunmore, Jessup, Old Forge, Oliphant, Scott Township, Taylor, and Troop for the fiscal year 2021 CDBG Program Administration. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman.
Sacco?
This resolution is authorizing Lackawanna County to enter into cooperation agreements with 11 entitlement municipalities for the FFY 2021 CDBG Program Administration. This, again, is another required document for the CDBG program.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda.
Resolution 230020.
Approving an office and drug and alcohol agreement. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby approve the Lackawanna Susquehanna Office of Drug and Alcohol Programs Provider Agreement with Beyond Addiction Recovery and Treatment Center, LLC, a treatment center for women for the fiscal year 22 through 23. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Director of Drug and Alcohol, Ms. Barb Durkin.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here to ask your support of my office entering into a contract with Beyond Addiction, which is a female treatment facility that is located in Carbondale, PA. They just opened on January 2nd. They already have 10 females there. It's greatly needed for the community and for the individuals that we work with on a daily basis. The rate is $297 per day, which is pretty typical of this level of care. It won't cost the county any additional money, and we have the resources to cover this expense. Any
Great job.
questions?
Yep.
Thank you. Entertain a motion to approve.
No motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Barb.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barb.
Resolution 230021.
Authorizing the purchase of a bookmobile, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby award a grant in the amount of $330,900 utilizing American Rescue Plan Act funds for the purchase and retrofitting of a Lackawanna County Library System bookmobile. And whereas Lackawanna County desires to reform and revise public outreach methods previously conducted by the Library System bookmobile following the onset of COVID-19, and include these new procedures and any relevant and pertinent equipment as part of the design and follow the final assembly of a specialized library outreach vehicle. And that Lackawanna County desires the Lackawanna County Library System to include best practices to assist in determining current outreach possibilities and requirements following the onset of COVID-19 with the American Rescue Plan Act funds to assist in responding to an ongoing repercussions left by the COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas Lackawanna County requires the Lackawanna County Library System to follow Lackawanna County procurement and practices and policies and American Rescue Plan Act eligibility requirements for the purchase of the vehicle, now therefore be it resolved, Lackawanna County is hereby authorized, the Chair of the Lackawanna County Board of Commissioners, to sign and authorize all documents relating to this grant agreement. And the Lackawanna County Board of Commissioners does hereby authorize a grant to the Lackawanna County Library System for the purchase of a new bookmobile. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is Lackawanna County's Library Systems Executive Director, Ms. Mary Gorham.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
This grant follows up on an earlier grant of $19,100 that enabled the library system to hire a specialist who consults in the field of bookmobile design and procurement. The vehicle that he recommends will cost between $400,000 and $500,000, and the majority of the funds will come from this grant, and the remainder of the cost will be borne by the library system. The new bookmobile will feature lightweight construction, a long duty cycle, ease of drivability, and serviceability, and it will also be fitted with a parallel hybrid driveline that will improve fuel efficiency by up to 50%. We're trying to design it to adapt to changing needs, including health-related concerns such as COVID or other highly transmissible diseases. Library staff will be able to circulate books and offer STEM and other programs inside the vehicle and off using modular shelving and workstations. And we'll be able to provide outdoor services with a serve-out window, an exterior awning, and a public address system. We will immediately begin work with our consultant to prepare specifications and an RFP package. Construction of the vehicle is expected to take a year plus. We will work with the county's purchasing department when it comes time to bid. We are very grateful for your interest and your support, and we are confident that this new bookmobile will be able to serve the residents of Lackawanna County with excellent services. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
No, I just think it's over 20 years, the old bookmobile.
22.
22? And it was time to think about the future.
Absolutely.
And I think you've done a great job with this, and I just want to thank you for doing that.
Yep, look forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Okay, entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Resolution 230022.
Approving the assessment services agreement, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby approve the assessment services agreement between Aging Well PA LLC and the Lackawanna County Area Agency on Aging, commencing February 1st, 2023 through January 31st, 2026. Adopted at the regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Acting Director of the Area Agency on Aging, Ms. Sarah McDonald.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This assessment service agreement allows the Lackawanna County Area Agency on Aging to continue to complete the Medicaid-funded assessments that allow long-term and community home-based services for older adults in Lackawanna County. It's a 3-year contract with annual rate increases per assessment built in each year. Any questions?
Nope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 230025.
Authorizing the sale of tax liens, whereas Lackawanna County is owed outstanding taxes that are secured by real estate tax claims for the fiscal years ending December 31st, 2020 and prior years, will be owed additional outstanding taxes that will be secured by real estate tax claims for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2021, and will be owed additional outstanding taxes that will be secured by the real estate tax claims for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2022. And whereas Lackawanna County Redevelopment Authority will purchase the 2020 and prior tax claims in an estimated amount not to exceed the face value of 2017 through 2020 outstanding delinquent real estate tax amounts due and owing as of January 1st, 2023, as well as purchase the face value of then unredeemed lien values of 2021 delinquent tax liens as of January 1st, 2024, if necessary. Then the unredeemed lien values of the 2022 delinquent taxes as of January 1st, 2025, and then unredeemed lien values of the 2023 delinquent tax liens as of January 1st, 2026. And whereas the agreement of sale and purchase together with any other documents and instruments necessary to complete the transaction will be entered into by the county and the LCRA for the purchase, sale, and assignment of the 2020 and prior tax claims, the remaining unredeemed face value of these liens from 2021 as of January 1st, 2024, then unredeemed lien values of the 2022 delinquent taxes as of January 1st, 2025, and then the unredeemed lien values of the 2023 delinquent taxes as of January 1st, 2026. And now therefore be it resolved, the county agrees to sell its 2020 and prior tax claims in the estimated amount not to exceed the face value of 2017 through 2020 outstanding delinquent real estate tax amounts due and owing as of January 1st, 2023, as well as purchase the face value of then unredeemed lien values of the 2021 delinquent tax liens as of January 1st, 2024, and then the unredeemed lien values of the 2022 delinquent tax liens as of January 1st, 2025, and then the unredeemed lien values of the 2023 delinquent taxes as of January 1st, 2026, to LCRA pursuant to the agreement and other supporting documents and amendments that shall be in a form approved by the chair of the commissioners and the county solicitor. And there be further resolved that the county be and is hereby authorized to sell the 2020 and prior tax claims as well as an unredeemed liens for 2021, 22, 23 to LCRA on such terms and conditions as approved by the president of the commissioners and the county solicitor. And be it further resolved that upon the sale, the county will assign such sold tax claims to the LCRA, and LCRA will in turn assign these tax claims to its lender. And be it that as necessary, the county shall execute such documents with the LCRA and other appropriate entities as shall be reasonably necessary to facilitate the continued collection and servicing of the 2020 and prior tax claims, as well as then unredeemed liens from 21, 22, and 23. And be it finally resolved that the proper county officials be and are hereby authorized and directed to take any and all actions necessary and required to complete the transactions herein, including, but not limited to, the execution of all documents subject to the approval as to form of said documents by legal counsel for the county. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, Lackawanna County, held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that very long document is our CFO, Mr. David Bolzoni.
Bolzoni?
Gentlemen, Ms. Hart, I will try and simplify.
That'd be great.
Okay. This resolution addresses sale of a tranche of delinquent tax claims, not all of them, just a component of the delinquent tax revenue that's collected annually by the county. The county will retain the collection and revenue of years 1 and 2 of delinquent tax claims. Those dollars will continue to come to the county, will continue to be deposited into the county's general fund. What the county is selling is the tax claims for year 3 and prior. The sale of those tax claims will go to the redevelopment authority. In order for the redevelopment authority to purchase those tax claims, the redevelopment authority is going to borrow money in an equivalent amount from Fidelity Bank. So the revenue that's received on an annual basis from those tax claims, again, year 3 and prior, which averages about $396,000 a year, will be used by the redevelopment authority in order to repay the loan. We expect an amortization of that loan of maybe about 7 years. It's probably going to be paid off sooner. The average debt service on that is going to be about $300,000 a year. So again, if we just do the math, if we're collecting about $396,000, the debt service averages about $300,000 a year. The note should be paid off prior to the full 7-year amortization. So just to summarize, if you recall, we were looking at an approximate $8 million deficit. There were several components that we used in order to resolve that. One of them was the reduction in the annual healthcare cost premium, about $1.9 million, the deployment of an anticipated healthcare surplus in 2023 of $2 million, reimbursements of approximately $1.3 million, the budget line item adjustments that the department worked on with Commissioner Chermak of about $1.8 million, and of course the sale of delinquent tax liens of about $1.5 million. The redevelopment authority, the redevelopment authority has its meeting this afternoon in order to approve the same resolution to purchase those delinquent tax liens. Once the resolutions are approved, at that point, the note can be transacted, and we would then work with the Tax Claim Bureau to rededicate those dollars as they come in to forward directly to the bank to be used to satisfy the loan.
Thank you. Okay.
So is there any reason why we just don't business as usual and try to collect it ourselves? I mean, can you explain why that is just not an option at this point?
Well, no, we could, but collecting those delinquent tax claims as business as usual would have brought us in approximately $396,000 for fiscal year 2023. We needed $1.5 million in order to close the budget gap. So this was a way to actually front those dollars and secure an amount that would have closed that budget gap, and then take those dollars as they come in and then repay the loan that's used in order to purchase those tax claims.
And I even thought that some of those dollars could potentially even be uncollectible, a lot of it, so.
Well,
Money we might never see anyway.
we looked at a 5-year history of what those revenues are. They were fairly consistent. Again, the revenues averaged about $396,000 a year. A little bit lower in year 5, a little bit higher more recently, over $400,000. So there is performance there, even though obviously once you get to year 3 and beyond, there are certainly some issues in collectability. But the fact of the matter is that there is performance, and the historic evaluation of that performance had shown some consistency. So the transaction from that point makes sense. So we sell off the tax claims, we take the $1.5 million up front, close the budget gap. We're not going to miss a significant amount of tax claim revenue, because keep in mind, years 1 and 2 are the primary revenue generators. So approximately $7.5 million retained by the county. $396,000, while certainly it has value to the county, it's not nearly as significant as the total dollar amount. So it certainly seemed like a practical solution to the budget deficit issue.
Anything else? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution 230026.
Entering into a quit claim deed. It is be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby approve and enter into a quit claim deed by and between the county and the Pennsylvania American Water Company, adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, Lackawanna County, held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, here is our solicitor to speak upon that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Pennsylvania American Water Company filed a declaration of taking against this property. It is located in Southside along Shrimp Court with 2 Fs. I've never heard of it, but anyway, it's a 0.10 of an acre piece of property. The county doesn't actually own it. It's owned by a Mr. Rafferty, and the county and the city were named as defendants, though, because it was exposed to a tax sale in the past. It didn't sell at the tax sale, but the county did expose it to tax sale, and the city has a lien filed against it. So we were named as additional defendants because we have a potential equitable claim in the property. So the water company is asking us to sign off and give them a quick claim deed to any right or title that we may have in the property so they can proceed. They have a pipe that goes through the middle of the property, so they're just looking to clear that up for their issues.
Thank you. Any questions? Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Resolution 230027.
Or in the Arts and Cultural Program grants, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners, Lackawanna County, is hereby award the 2023 Lackawanna County Arts and Cultural Program grants in the amount of $176,000 to the following organizations: Lackawanna Historical Society, Broadway Theater League, the NEPA Philharmonic, Scranton Fringe Festival, United Neighborhood Centers, City of Carbondale's Pioneer Nights, Ballet Theater of Scranton, the Scranton Civic Ballet, Boys and Girls Club, Scranton Tomorrow Mural Program, Artists for Art Gallery, St. Ubaldo, Lackawanna County Heritage Fair, La Festa Italiana, St. Patrick's Day Parade Association, the Actors Circle, Anthracite Heritage Museum, Scranton Shakespeare Festival, Scranton Music Association, Scranton Jazz Festival, First Friday, Clark Summit Ice Festival, North Pocono Cultural Society, Scranton Public Theater, the Arcadia Choral Group, the Catholic Choral Group, the Choral Society of NEPA, their Lyric Concert, Lackawanna River Conservation Association River Fest, the NEIU Poetry Out Loud, and the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Santa Train. Here to speak upon that is our Director of Arts and Cultural.
Morning, everyone. These are annual allocations to establish nonprofits. As you can see, there's a lot going on in Lackawanna County. We hope you come out and enjoy it. So that's what this list is. They're allocated funds every year.
As usual, good job, Maureen. Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 230028.
Award the Arts and Cultural Project grants, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby award the 2023 Lackawanna County Community Arts and Cultural Project grants in the amount of $57,500 as attached here too. Adopted a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman, once again, here is Director McGuigan.
So these are annual project grants that actually anybody can apply for if you're an individual, a nonprofit, a municipality. So if there's anybody watching and they want to talk to us about how to do that. So these are vetted, and you can apply for up to $3,000. So this is what this list is.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thanks, Maureen.
Resolution 230023.
Appointments to the Lackawanna Susquehanna BHIDEI Advisory Board. Be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County does hereby reappoint the following individuals to Lackawanna Susquehanna BHIDEI Advisory Board. Mr. James Scott, 514 Old Colony Road, Clark Summit, term to begin immediately and expire on December 31st, 2025. Mr. Thomas Comerford, 101 Little Spike Way, Scranton, term to begin immediately and expire on December 31st, 2025. Commissioner Chris Chermak, 123 Wyoming Avenue, Scranton, term to begin immediately and expire on December 31st, 2023. Be it further resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby appoint the following individuals to the Lackawanna Susquehanna BHIDEI Advisory Board. Mr. Jason Kavulich, 1134 St. Anne Street, Scranton, term to begin immediately and expire on December 31st, 2025. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 230024.
Appointments to the Pennsylvania Northeast Regional Railroad Authority. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby reappoint the following individual to the Pennsylvania Northeast Regional Railroad Authority. Attorney James F. Tierney, 178 Lee Road, Greenfield Township, 18407, term to begin immediately and expire on December 31st, 2027. Be it further resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby appoint the following individual to the Pennsylvania Northeast Regional Railroad Authority. Attorney Jerry Weinberger, 345 Wyoming Avenue, Scranton, term to begin immediately and expire December 31st, 2027. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023. Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution 230029.
These are appointments to the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Authority. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby reappoint the following individual to the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Authority. Mr. Tom DePietro, 1024 Greenbrier Drive, South Abington Township, term to begin immediately and expire on December 31st, 2027. Be it further resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County does hereby appoint the following individuals to the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Authority. Arthur J. Moran, 507 Electric Street, Scranton, term to begin immediately and expire December 31st, 2027. John H. Schultz, 1600 Jefferson Avenue, Dunmore, term to begin immediately and expire December 31st, 2027. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on January 18th, 2023, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. Opportunity for the public to address the board.
Hello, Commissioners.
Morning.
Joanne's not here, and I forgot to thank her last time for her work on getting part-time workers utilized, which is something that you know we were working on and couldn't get done last administration, so I'd like to thank her for that work. You also had brought up about the vaccine. You keep saying some people believe in them, some people don't. What I don't believe in is mandates. That's what I was referring to, just so you're aware of that. In regards to the budget, what I see is every administration prior to this one had been attempting to save the taxpayers' money, not growing it. Got rid of a nursing home, a bunch of buildings, rentals. You talked about this building and how it cost the taxpayers money. I don't see it that way because we paid $1.2 million for this. We got $1.6 million for the building that we sold. So that was a wash. The loan that we took out was paying the $1.25 million a year, but we got rid of $1.5 million in rentals. So taxpayers are saving $200,000 a year. That's where I come up with that figure. Now we're growing government. Like that new building is growing government. And it's just a different philosophy. You're a great guy. We always got along. Just a very different philosophy. I believe in, cutting government. You seem to think government can do all these wonderful things. I don't. I don't think they could do wonderful things, as we've seen with the pandemic. As you even said with the pandemic, we weren't able to do anything at the state level. Now they're looking at the counties to do it. Growing a government isn't the answer that I would look at. That's just my philosophy. So it's just a matter of philosophical differences. The cost for reassessment, I do thank you for that answer, that the funds are coming from ARPA. Another thing I don't agree with. I see, that you have this extra money from ARPA, but I don't believe that should be used to pay for our reassessment. I knew we didn't have the funds to pay for it, so that's just proving me right again. So thank you for the answer. And as far as the health department, I was looking for the additional monies that was purchasing the building. And Bill Browning said it was in the budget, but it's not in here. I mean, the only thing that's here is wages and travel expense, operating expenses. So, I mean, I did look at this, and I did ask our finance department where it was, and they said it wasn't in here. So the only cost would be above the $4 million, which I assume is $1.2 million that we owed on that building. What it's saying in here actually is a growth in salaries, which from 2022 went from $44,000 to $1.4 million. So I don't see how we're saving any money buying that building and how that's something that we can afford if you're taking loans against our delinquent taxes now. I just don't see it. So like I said, it's a different philosophy. And that's, basically it. I wish we weren't doing the expenditures, and that's why I initially came, was because I looked at the budget and I couldn't find the cost of reassessment in the new building. It's been answered. Thank you for the answers. I don't agree with them, and I certainly don't agree with taking a $15 million loan out just to have a cash flow. That's not the way I look at things, and I'm sorry that we disagree on that, but that's all that is. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Chris?
I just want to welcome Sarah McDonald here today. I know she's got some pretty big shoes to fill with Jason Kavulich getting named Secretary of Area and Aging, which is just awesome for Jason. He's just an asset to this region and now to the state. It's a little bit of a loss for us in one way, but we can all contact Jason. I know Sarah has certainly him at her side. So good luck. Anything you need, we're here to help too. But just congratulations, Jason. He's a terrific guy. And all our department heads, they do a great job. Barb with our drug department, Brenda, Mary, Maureen, everybody does a great job, and they're very dedicated to what they do. So
They are.
It's good to have them, and they do a lot for the citizens of Lackawanna County. So.
I think Commissioner Chermak is right, and I spoke with Jason last night. He's still commuting most of the time, and he's going to do a great job for the state. It is a big loss, but I'm sure Sarah will be able to take care of that, and we just have to find someone to fill in her position. One of the problems we have is, like, people say, we don't pay enough. We're not competitive with the private world. So it gets to a point where it is public service, and we like Jason's making considerably more money now, and he's still in government. But if you go to the private sector, he could make a heck of a lot more money. Look at some of the salaries of some of the people in the private sector that do those things. So I want to thank everybody and thank Jason, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion. Second on the question. All in favor? Aye. Thank you.